Shift gears to the commodity markets. Manisha Gupta is joining in. Manisha, good morning again. What's the one commodity you're looking at today?
I'm looking at rubber prices. There are a lot of factors which are weighing onto the commodity right now. The sell-off in crude oil prices is one of the reasons. In this week itself, you have seen the rubber prices decline by 3%. We saw 8% of a decline in the month of October. And we're trading at a two-year lows in the international markets there, down by nearly 20% in this year until now. When you look at the international prices, they're trading even lower, 20 to 30% from what Indian markets are doing right now. So yes, it is weak global cues that continue to weigh onto this industrial agriculture commodity there. The US, Europe and China demand continues to be on the weaker side. There are recession fears, weak demand from the automakers, and that's weighing onto the prices there. And the 75 basis point rate hike that you've seen come in from US, ECB and Bank of England continues to weigh on the fact that the demand could dampen going forward from here as well. And then you have China, which is looking at even weaker demand. That is a statement that came in from Bank of England saying that Britain has entered into recession and they do not see recovery in the next couple of years as well. China is another important factor which consumes 42% of the global natural rubber, and we are looking at weaker cues coming in from China. The COVID restrictions have just about continued, and the start-stop economy that China has become now is weighing on most of those businesses there. The COVID cases in China are the highest since the month of August. There is a lockdown in 28 cities in China, and China also has dismissed that speculation on scaling back of COVID restrictions even from March 2023. They've said that they will go as the day comes. So that is what is weighing on to many of those commodity prices there. And then you have weak demand coming in from automakers. The SMEs and MSMEs in Indian market also have weak demand coming in. And then you are looking at oversupply in the global and the Indian markets as well. Pair that with weak demand, and that's weighing on. In the Indian markets as well, this is peak tapping season. You are looking at arrivals coming into the market. But even with that, there is an expected 5 lakh tons of a shortfall in the Indian markets, and that would come in from the international markets, which are even cheaper. Markets do believe that the stocking should begin now because the prices are low and quality when the tapping is happening is actually better. And this is the time that many of the stockists and bulk consumers start to buy in case of rubber there. When you look at the prices, then the industry estimates that even as we've seen 20% of decline in rubber prices until now, another 3 to 5% of a fall before this year ends is what they're estimating.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. By the way, the market may be very quiet, but there are plenty of stocks that are moving around right now. Ajanta Pharma is one of them, and Ekta is here to tell us why she's tracking that. Ekta, over to you.
Well, definitely a weak set of numbers when it comes